Please join me in welcoming back author of You're Making Me Hate You, Corey Taylor.
Hi. Jesus, did I just see you guys? It's been a while. It's good to be back. Third time's the charm. Back here at Book Revue. It's good to see everybody. How's everybody doing today? Thank God. It's been a long day. The worst thing and the best thing you can do is write a book, because then everybody wants to talk to you and ask you questions about Kanye. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of talking about Kanye. It's not even funny. It bores me now. I'm just like, whatevs. Yeah, no, I thank you, two people in the back. I'll just fill you in a little bit about the book. It's angry. It's quite angry. I didn't really realize how angry it was until I was reading it for the audio version, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. I better pray people laugh at this, because if not, man, I'm just the biggest dick on the planet. It was a lot of fun, and obviously, if you've read the book, you realize that I'm just very disturbed by a lot of things, I guess. If I can quote George Carlin, I don't have pet peeves, I have massive psychotic fucking rages. And it's true, and it's all in the book. I mean, it's talking about everything from dealing with you people in the airport to dealing with you people on the roads when you're driving to dealing with you people in public. But not so much you. I mean, you guys are awesome. You guys are great here. It's those other people out there that suck. Well, exactly, and I appreciate your attitude. It's beautiful. If anyone can just embrace that, it's this guy. So it's one of the reasons why I love starting the book tours on this coast, because I get so much crazy, weird, like close love. Like you guys are like, dude, I loved your book, man. Get over here. And it's a hug you can't get out of without a cop and an adult, like. So I love you guys, and I'm really happy to be back. I think we got a few minutes, right? I mean, if anybody has a question about the book, no questions about that douchebag. If anybody has a question about the book, I'd love to answer some questions. If anybody has, you can raise your hands. It's just like school. It's fine. No question. You really? I've been dealing with you for 4 days, man. This guy is dedicated. Stand up, show the people. This guy has been with us for 4 days. He's giving me a rash at this point, man. All right, what's your question?
At what point were you like, okay, I can't take this stuff anymore. I really need to write a book?
Pretty much since I was 10 years old. The question was, at what point did I realize I was I couldn't take it anymore, and I wrote the book. I have the pleasure and the displeasure sometimes of traveling the world, obviously with Slipknot, with Stone Sour. I get to go to a lot of different countries, play for a lot of different people, and I realized that stupidity doesn't know any boundaries. Like, it's pretty much a global conspiracy to drive me fucking batshit. So I just kind of started keeping, mental ticks in my head, just trying to figure out, okay, that drives me nuts. Oh, that really drives me nuts. And it just kind of started shaping in my head. And I actually had the idea for this right around the time I did 7 Deadly Sins. But I figured with my first book, I didn't want to just come out of the gate with just, I hate everything. I wanted to warm you to the fact that I hate everything. So I kind of kept it on the back burner, and thankfully, because, the world never lets me down, so much other weird stuff happened between having the idea and actually putting pen to paper. I mean, Justin Bieber alone could have his own damn chapter. So, that guy. You kidding me with that guy? So yeah, I mean, I've had the idea for a long time, but at the same time, I didn't want the book to come off as preachy, as self-righteous. I'm just as stupid as everybody else. And that's the whole reason I have the chapter where I basically eviscerate myself for your pleasure. And I'm so riddled with idiocy sometimes that it's painful to deal with. So yeah, I mean, it was just, it's just like, look, I'm just as bad. So let's laugh about it together, but also let's figure it out, So that's, that was it. You're very welcome. Now stop following me. You. My favorite of the 3 books, I love everything about all 3, but I kind of like this new one the most because A, it was the quickest to write. I don't know if that's good or bad. I know people who have finished the book as they were standing in line waiting for me to sign it. I was like, maybe I should write them longer. Screw that. This is so much more in tune with like my sense of humor. I have a really fucked up sense of humor. So well, thank you for my hell that is my brain. There's a lot of great quotes in this book that I really like. And it was so much in the spirit of like the comedians that I grew up listening to, from George Carlin to Bill Hicks. I mean, I'm fans of both those guys because they'd make you laugh, but hopefully make you think as well. And that's what I kind of wanted to do. So I think this new one is definitely my favorite so far. So hopefully they let me write another one before I get sued into oblivion. You back there.
As you were saying, at the Revue show, are you honestly worried about being sued for any of it, or like is it more like bring it, who gives a fuck, you're an asshole?
That's the best question I've ever heard. Am I honestly worried about being sued? I mean, yeah. I mean, you kind of have to be. I mean, the shit that I say in the book. Oh, sorry, earmuffs. I am the worst father on the planet, dude. And it's just as bad in my household. I apologize. You can send all the hideous letters to me. Am I worried about it? Yeah. I mean, when you've got a family and you have responsibilities, you have to worry about whether or not you pissed off some butthurt rock star who can't take a joke, But at the same time, nothing that I said I couldn't prove with a pen and paper, Like, it's like, here, I'll do the math. There you go. You suck. So for me, hey, we're not going there. This is a Kanye-less zone right now. This is Kanye South for anything. But at the same time, I am an asshole. I embrace my inner asshole, Like, I know that things come out of my mouth that I can't get back, and I just let them float, It's like chasing butterflies through a park. Good luck, Like, so if I'm not willing to back it up, I shouldn't say it, and I'm absolutely ready to back up everything that I've said. So if that makes me an asshole, so be it. If people want to try and sue me, go ahead. I'll take your ass to court too. I'll countersue. Did you call me an asshole? So screw them. You way in the back. Yeah, you. Wait, give me the first part of that because I couldn't hear it. Out of God, do I have the balls to answer that question? I mean, there's honestly one that really jumps to mind. The guy with the one sleeve trench coat comes to mind. He's such a douche. And I can't tell you who he is because he would sue my ass. And I can honestly tell you that I've met him. So it's not like I'm just talking about people I don't know. He's very nice to your face, but then just really turns into a screaming douchebag. Well, I don't know if he's a hypocrite because I honestly believes that he thinks sunshine comes out of his ass, man. Like he's that kind of guy. Like he's the incompetent guy. Like I talk a lot about incompetence in the book. It's like an incompetent dude doesn't know he's incompetent, so he doesn't try to fix anything that he's ruining. A stupid person can be taught. An incompetent person, you have to lock them in a room somewhere. And he's kind of like that. He's just like, I'm so good. And it's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, he's probably the worst dude in the book, besides the little kid. That's a true story too. They really, for those of you who haven't read the book, there's a whole chapter on children. I hate a lot of kids, and I'm a father of 3, dude. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. But I've never wanted to fight a 10-year-old more in my life than that child. And to this day, I think of him and I have to legally use his pseudonym that I gave him in the books. I just go, Milt. I calm myself, I check my pulse, and then I go about my day. But that's how messed up he got me. Like, I think about him at least once a day where I want to push him down by his face. So yeah, I mean there's a couple in there, but sleeveless dude. And dude, he was wearing that really honestly thinking that he looked good. He looked like an unfinished comic book drawing. That's what he looked like. I was like, could somebody just fill in that arm, please? Because you look like you got a straw sticking out of your head. It's so bad. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, dude.
What authors inspire you, and who do you read on your time? And also, if you could actually write a book with somebody, with your ideas, do you want to your ideas with somebody else?
That's dangerous.
Want to write with?
So the 2-part question: what authors inspire me, and if I could ever collaborate with somebody on a book, who would it be? That's a really good question. The first part's easy. I grew up kind of jumping in and out of fiction and nonfiction. So on the fiction side, Stephen King has been my spirit animal for a long time. I think The Stand is one of the best novels ever written, whether it's horror or whatever. I just think it's a fantastic story. On the nonfiction side, Hunter S. Thompson was wonderful. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is that everybody kind of stops with Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like some of his other stuff, like the stuff they did, Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail is probably one of the best written political tomes. It's smart, it's funny, it is incredibly well thought out, and it doesn't get nearly enough credit. And it's probably my favorite book that he ever wrote. If I could ever collaborate with somebody, God, I don't know if anybody would want to, man. Like, this is like, I can't swear that much, Yeah, him? Yeah? You want to do a book together? Now, there can only be like 10 pictures. I mean, that's my only thing. And I can only be in, all of them. I mean, I'll be on all of them. But I will only wear a bunny onesie. So there you go. Other than that, I think I could probably do a good book with Chris Jericho. He and I are really cool together, and he's a good friend of mine. We have nicknames for each other. I'm the Boogie Knight, and he's Big City Knight with a K. So like we hit each other. He's like, Big City, where are you? It's like, I don't know where the bus is. So I think he and I could like do some pretty cool stuff together. I'm actually in film. Yeah, I did Fear Clinic with a creepy mustache, quite creepy, and it described in the script as rapey. That was in the script. So I had to kind of grow the mustache out. My mustache grows very oddly. I don't know if it's the German side or the Irish side, but it grows straight out of my face, and then it gets to a certain weight, and it just goes like that. I look like a roto-rooter kind of cruising around. And it's quite frightening. So I don't think I'll ever do that on film again. But I just filmed a part for Clown's first directorial debut called Officer Down. I'm in his movie, and I'm really. You want to get that? You look very nervous. I've never seen someone show up to a book signing with a violin and a smartphone. Will I sign the violin right now? I'm a little busy right now. After, yes, we'll talk. We'll talk. It's all good. It's all good. Are you going to play while you're in line? That would kind of be adorable. What if I gave you $20 to serenade me as you're coming in line? Would that be cool? I'm going to hold you to it. Maybe one more? It's you. Yes, with the beard. You there, eating the paste. Oh, you want me to recreate it? All right. No, you got to understand. I laughed my balls off when I was doing it for the audiobook because I had to recreate it, and I had to do it like 12 times. Like I was losing my mind because I was remembering it and then cracking up like crazy. By the way, my audio version will have a gag reel. I don't think any other audiobook has ever had a gag reel, because there were times where I was so pissed off that I just spit would just flying out of my face, and I would just start gut laughing. So to give everybody a little bit of background, Milt in the book, Milt is a friend of my son, Griffin, about the same age, and they're in the same grade. And he came over to Griffin's birthday party a handful of years ago, and pissed me off right out of the gate. Let's put it that way. By telling me that I was taking him home. By telling me that I was taking him home. First of all, you're 10, all right? And this was how mad I was. I looked at him as like, fine, but I don't want to. God, I fucking hate that kid. So I sat on that anger, jumped in the Range Rover, and started taking him home. Now, I didn't know where he lived, so I told him, I was like, look, I know whereabouts you live, but you kind of need to give me a heads up when we get close. Okay. Now, this kid sat in a car with me for 20 minutes and absolutely stunned me with the thickest silence I've ever heard in my life. Now, I'm trying to get a conversation going. I don't know why. He was 10. What the hell is he going to fill me in on? But I was trying, like he's my son's friend. I'm going to do my best. So I'm like engaging him. I'm like, so did you have a good time at the party? Yep. What do you think you're going to do this weekend? Yeah. And this is when it happened, this is the noise he's asking about. This noise started coming from the back seat, and I swear to God, this is a true fucking story, because I drove right home and told all my friends about it. The weirdest fucking noise, and it was so jarring that it scared the shit out of me at first. I kind of wiggled. So I'm sitting there, I'm just about to turn the radio on, and all of a sudden, you all right, dude? Yep. Now, mind you, he's got his face buried in the biggest iPad I've ever seen in my life. He didn't give a shit that I'm there. I'm his chauffeur at this point. So, his little dumb face is lit up. I fucking hate that kid. So I'm like, all right, everything's kind of calming down. Maybe it's a one-off. I don't know. Maybe he's got allergies. I don't know this kid. I don't really care. I mean, at this point, I think it's either him or my car. And the car scares me. Like, I'm on the freeway. I don't, it's all I need is and fucking we're gone. And I don't want to die angry. So now it becomes the last 10 minutes of this whole drive is me just trying to catch him doing it in the mirror. So I'm just fucking, And I'm so engrossed on trying to catch a 10-year-old kid make a strange noise that I missed the exit to his goddamn house. And that's when he perks up. You missed the exit. You should have turned there. So that's the sound. And I did my best to spell it exactly like I thought it would sound in my head. There's a lot of S's and H's and R's and T's. But unless you were there, you just can't understand just how fucking creepy that shit was. So, yeah. I think that's it. I think we're good. I think we're going to start signing some books. I'm really glad you guys are here. If and when you read the book and you were offended by something I said, I checked my pockets. I don't have one fuck to give. So I hope you enjoy it. I will see you upstairs.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We are now going to take all of the letter A's at the bottom of